Okay, the roof is burnt in, windows are shattered. It did have security years and years ago, but it's in such a state it's just been left to rot. So I'm here again with Adventures of Paul. Say hello.
Hello, Adventures of
I
Paul.
sent Paul on a little scouting trip last week to have a look at a place that possibly had been abandoned for quite a while. It had access, pretty much of a rough state, to be honest with you, but lo and behold, I'm standing right in front of it, and yes, it is true, it's got no roof, it's been burnt, but it looks pretty cool. So let's go and have an explore. So the place was known as the Piano House, and that is of course your reason why. That's certainly seen some better days. And now whether that was an old pub piano, because this was an old public house before it was then sold on and turned into an actual dwelling. Yeah, there's supposed to be a basement below us. Nice fireplace there, although these surroundings have been taken. This here, I believe, which I'm certainly not going down there, I've said to Paul before, that cellar there has water that is 7 foot deep. So we will not be making our way down there. You can see there must be a bit of light shining through, full of masonry and all sorts of other crap. Not worth the risk. The place has certainly seen better days. There is no live electric or whatever about. Wow, this place is a tip. But they're good to explore. Got to be very careful with the floor. You feel safe if you've got concrete below you. You see there's a nest that's come through where there was once a fireplace. All the windows boarding up. Quite a spacious property in the day, I'd say. We shall make our way up there in a bit, but it certainly looks sketchy. Don't think you get any defined date, etc. All this is at least newspapers and other bits and pieces, probably brought in here for people to set fire to be honest with you. But I would turn around and say it's been abandoned at least 10 years. But pretty cool. You can see in this room just how bad things have got. The floor has actually collapsed down into the basement area. You know, I was just saying about the water that was 7 foot deep. That is all below us, and because this was, as I said, an old public house, that's what the cellar was for keeping your old beer kegs, etc. There's another room across this way. The floors are pretty sketchy. This tells its own story. This is obviously where the old kitchen was. It was huge. That's a heck of a lot of units. Surprised no one's made good of them, taken them away. They're just left here to rot. They're not in bad condition, to be honest with you guys. When you think of all the devastation that's been left about, people smashing things left, right and centre, I'm also surprised it hasn't been turned into a grow house at some point. You know how things are nowadays, and we seem to come across them on a more frequent basis. Yet another fireplace. This must have had some serious character back in the day. Another stairwell to go up. I'll have a look at that in a bit. Don't know what that was, maybe a toilet once. Right, Paul has come down the stairs, so I shall have a look up them myself. A little bit of a sunroof for you there. I said when you get to this level, this is where you've got to be very, very careful. Not only the old pigeons coming through, but the floor itself. There's all the old, I suppose you could possibly call it an outbuilding, granny annex. What's in there, what you would see in there, I don't know. And then behind that, you have the Bletchley to Bedford line. A little bit of tagging going on, nothing major. And this perhaps shows its way all the way down to maybe the ground floor or the cellar below. So no need to go through there at all. Right, let's go and explore some more. Pretty cool so far though guys, pretty cool. From the scope of what you could do with this if it wasn't in such a state that the roof is totally gone. Obviously the basement totally flooded, and that's been flooded for probably the best part of maybe 7-8 years, so that'd be rotten as a pear. So I think the safest bet with this now is just to pretty much demolish it and start again. Right, time to go up another level. Pretty sketchy again. It's more the fact that it's masonry, plasterboard, etc. scattered about all down the stairs, which makes it a little bit more treacherous. And that was pretty ornate in its time. So it makes you think it was once a pub. So the bar was obviously downstairs somewhere, and this must have been living quarters before it was converted. Again, look at some of them drops. That is pretty treacherous. And this is where nature takes over. We certainly, well, I won't be, whether Paul will or not, I don't know. I will not be going up to that level. But Paul is a bit more braver than me in that aspect. But this one ain't bad. This has still got laminate flooring. And you can see the traffic going past. They're probably thinking, what the heck is going on? And this gives you a perfect idea of where we are. You ready for this, guys? That's what you got to look for. As I said, the place is what they would say toast. You can't do a great deal with it. Yeah, I don't want to fall down there, that would not be good. So I'll make my way across. Seems like everywhere you step, you've just got to be mindful. Of course, we do know our dear friend AP wasn't so clever and come a cropper in one of the places that we've been to. And I'm still expecting the old pigeons to fly around. That's a wet room. That was huge. Very gingerly making my way around. I keep saying the word gingerly a lot. But you understand when you know you've got 25-foot drop the other side of where you're walking. Just look at that. I don't think I've seen worse, to be honest with you guys. And we have seen some pretty old wrecked buildings. As we said about the train station, that is a train that has just gone past. Certainly chilly here. So I wonder how the old fire started. It certainly took a hold, and then I guess those who lived here simply thought it was a lost cause, which it pretty much is, to be honest with you guys, and they moved on. Probably claimed on the insurance, and this is the remnants, what's left. Yet another dead animal. I'm saying probably mouse, rat. Certainly seen better days. Rotten as a pear. Probably got in, couldn't find a way out, and that was it. Good night, Vienna. Well, that was the main house. You can see there, that's pretty much where all the roof has gone. Where we've been upstairs, looked at all these windows. That would have been the kitchen area. It was quite long that we walked through. The piano just on the inside there. Below us down here, the cellar that is totally flooded. I just don't know where the water's come from. Burst water main possibly, because I'm going to turn around and say now there's no way, there's no sign of water that's run down the walls or gaps or whatever to flood it from the inside. So I can only say it must have been a burst pipe that's caused all the hassle there. This possibly an old granny annex that fitted onto the outside of it, and the other side of that wall, sort of where Adventures of Paul is heading off now, maybe some sort of home business, or maybe that was part of the pub, who knows. I suppose someone out there does know the story. Strange thing is that the cladding that keeps people out, although it's collapsed over the further back there, gives you a perfect bit of privacy to explore yourself, because those on the outside can't see the inside while you're in here. You hear the vehicles going past. As I said, this side of it, as we wander around, I can't make head or tail of what it was. Business suite, maybe the family work from home. A lot of gas bottles there that at some point are going to need to be taken care of, because they will go bang. Sort of kind of cupboard space. So I really am not sure what was going on here. That might have come in handy about 10 years ago, but I still don't think it would have stopped the fire properly. A little bit of urban artwork there. Some form of case there, another gas cylinder. You know what, maybe that's what went bang. Maybe some silly sod had a gas cylinder and it exploded. That would certainly take the roof. But they're everywhere. Bleach effluent. What the heck? That sort of thing you'd probably find in a caravan, maybe. Protective goggles down there. They're everywhere. Cylinders. I don't think it's got anything to do with Millbrook, which is adjacent to where we are. There's actually even a hard hat down there in the corner. Someone's jacket. Yet another hard hat. There we go, there's a view from the side of the building, and that is running parallel with the train line. You see the old security cameras not looking at us but looking down at the track and the crossing. That's the side of the house. There's even got a basketball hoop still about. That's where the roof went in. Anyway guys, that has been yet another fantastic explore for us. I kind of knew it was here. I knew sort of a little bit of history of it. It used to be a pub. It was supposed to be haunted. Whether that's true or not, it's all a bit wishy-washy. The pub closed, it became a house, and then from there I think it was 2015 it had an awful fire. You see in the roof area at the top there. And the rest is history. This place has been abandoned since, and we're certainly not the first and certainly won't be the last people to come in here and film it or take photographs. But thank you very much for watching. I've got Saturday off, as I said, because I've got work then, so me and Paul will be out again exploring on Tuesday. So enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend, because I won't see you then. I will see you in the movies, so will Paul. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.